Hello and welcome back. For today's episode, we'll be sitting down with DONSHAY, the owner and creator of cristiadon, the fashion brand out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. How does someone become a don or a boss? It's something that's passed down from generation to generation or simply given to someone in the family they feel can carry the load for the next generation. This whole journey began in 1978. Find out why next on BAS Radio.
Them people can't believe I'm finna make it out the hood. Shallow side where I'm from, I ain't never going Hollywood. I left to chase my dream, giving it rap shit all I could. Never satisfied, I ain't stopping till my people good. I ain't satisfied, I ain't stopping till my niggas straight. Don't never rush your turn, cause it gon' come, you gotta wait. Them young niggas money hungry, you better stay out the way. 500 for attachment, I can't wait for them to play. Got so much love for my niggas, I hope they never change. Now them people looking at me crazy when I walk in the bank. Six-figure nigga, I won't lie to you about what I made. Heard them boys say they gon' do me something, so I ride with my K. I don't wanna see my mama work no more, why would I play? Shoebox money ain't nothing to me no more. Now I bang with Chase, and I really know some zombies, they'll eat your face. Ain't no time for games, I get my money and I stay out the way.
How did you get started with cristiadon?
How did I get started? It just really the name itself goes way back. I got the same name as my dad. So that's just my name, my last name with the three letters of my first name. So that go all the way back to like when my dad was born in 1978. You know what I'm saying? So when he was born, when I was born, I got the same name as him. So I just kind of ran with that once I got into like clothes and fashion and all of that. And then I think it was 2021 was when I started my brand, like mid 2021. And I don't know, I always was into clothes and fashion and stuff. So my aunt was just always in my ear. She was saying like, you need to start a brand, this and that. And before you start something, you kind of think it's like too far-fetched. It's like kind of too much to deal with, or you know how it is when you work for yourself. So yeah, like at that point, I just thought it was so far-fetched. It would be too much. Then I was young. I was thinking about, having fun and this and that. But it just came to a point, bro. I was just like, man, I'm just starting to just see where where it could take me. And yeah, I'm here now. I done learned a lot about, different things in the clothing industry, and yeah.
So I wanna go back even further. At least with me, like I'm up there in age a little bit, and before I started doing the brand that I have, I was doing, I was playing ball. So I just wanted to talk about like what were you doing before, because we all have those moments where we started doing something else, but because of something we started doing something else. So I kind of want to tap into that a little bit. So
Okay, yeah. Shoot, I started playing basketball just like you. So when you playing sports, that's all you know. All you know is wake up. You put a ball in the hoop, work out. You know what I'm saying? Go to high school, play ball. That's all you know. And yeah, I was doing that since I was probably like 5. I started like 5, and all the way up to high school. That's when I was playing. And throughout that journey, when you playing sports, you learn a lot about yourself.
yeah,
Um, and honestly, when I stopped playing in I think my last year was my senior year.
Mhm.
I was gonna go to college, but you know how that college stuff go. I wasn't really beating myself up about it when I stopped playing, because you know what I'm saying, you learn a lot about yourself, like how to work with people, your determination, your work ethic, you know what I'm saying, your being, you know what I'm saying, being disciplined. You just learn a lot about how to do things in the real world. So once you apply it to something that you really want to do, it's kind of like that's the recipe, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was playing ball growing up, and that's all I knew. So when I stopped, I was like, you know how it is when you stop playing ball, you kind of like, what's next?
definitely.
So it's like yeah, it was tough to figure it out, but it's crazy. Like you'll be doing something and it's in you the whole time. All you gotta do is just figure it out. So yeah, that's what I was doing.
Okay. I mean, I definitely wanted to get into that because when I be interviewing a lot of people, like I didn't think about it till today, to where it's like you always think that people are always some people have been doing like the whole fashion thing for like all their life since they was a kid, but
Mhm.
you realize that there's some people who just starting out. So it's like, dang, I wonder what led up to those situations, to where it's like, what, I got another gift too, so let me show that as well, type thing. So
Right.
that's why I wanted to ask.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
so with the brand and things like that, do you have any, like, as far as fashion influences or anything like that, or just like style, like anybody you look up to, or anybody you watch that you like?
Um, I really like what's his name work. Virgil. Virgil's work is dope. It's so simple, but it has like a meaning to it. All his work has like a simple meaning to it. So yeah, Virgil number one. I like who else I watch or work that I look at? Kai, cool Kai. I like his work. I don't know if you know the name Hollywood Shaq. Got a lot of game from him. He's a new brand on it too. I think he started when I started. And yeah, his releases went crazy already. But I watched a lot of his like he'll give tips and like show his work. So I got a lot from him. Hollywood Hunter. That's really it. Just like just people like those. I always like get a little game from them, and I've seen them grow. So yeah, I definitely see the work that they do and like the tips that they always give, and I just apply with my brand.
So speaking of Virgil and things like that, um, how important is like when you're starting a brand? How important is world building? Like like your aesthetic, of course you have a slogan. We're gonna get into the slogan, but the slogan is pure and wavy, the pure and wavy club. So I,
Yeah,
so I definitely want to talk about just like how important is it, aesthetically, how important is it for world building? Definitely
world building. So world building, you mean as in like just building a community, right?
building yes, building a community, but also creatively is just how you want things to look. Like even on as far as if you have a website, if you have an Instagram page, a Twitter, a TikTok, like how do you like what's the aesthetic and things like that?
Aesthetic. So the aesthetic that I really push for is like a underground luxury type vibe. So like when you think of underground, you think of like you think of like how do I say it? Like distorted things or dark vibes. And I don't want to get off that dark vibe because I like underground. I love underground. I love the vibe. But yeah, just more like underground, and I'm a luxury type of dude where like I like that type of fashion where it's simple, it's not too flashy, but it's underground. You know what I'm saying? So that's a vibe that I really aim for, even with my brand, and then also like with the community too. Like I struggled with it for a while of trying to find my lane for
Hmm.
my brand. Um, I'm probably like a year and a half right now in, and I'm just not finding my lane.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It takes a while to find your lane, but I'm finding my lane. And I'm actually working with it. I'm getting through it. I'm trying to maneuver through it and just find a stamp for myself. And I'm still trying to find that too. When you're building a brand, it doesn't happen overnight. It don't happen. It could happen in a year, but everybody's situation is different. But just to build in the journey is what I take in. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And okay, so now they're definitely since we're on the topic, um, talk about the meaning of the Pure and Wavy Club.
Karen Wavy Club. So it's crazy. I actually drifted away from that.
Oh,
But I would love to talk about that. Because a lot of people don't ask me that. Like when I had that slogan, a lot of people I don't think people really understood it.
but in a way, it is self-explanatory. But it may be self-explanatory for those who like who get your brand, who see your stuff. But it's just like it's always good to have that explanation as well. Just like
Yeah,
just to make sure like like okay, I had this in my head. This is what it meant, and now like it's like the confirmation.
right. Yeah, so Pure Wavy Club was it was just termed as just like really just being yourself, man. Like I growing up, I always felt like I was always, different. I didn't want to do things that everybody else was doing. So just being pure, staying true to yourself, being true to the people around you with pure intentions, and just being that top figure person, you know what I'm saying? Like just being pure. And then the wavy term is just like term just like, just wavy. You like what you like, everybody, you like what you like, everybody like what they like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's wavy. As long as you like it, that's all that matters. And just threw club in there because like just to make it feel like a group,
Mhm.
like a community. So Pure and Wavy Club, that's what it was. I actually miss it, I ain't gonna lie, but I had to switch it up. I'm on the Dawn Studios. The Dawn Studios is like a term of pretty much the same thing. That's what's crazy. Like just that top figure. When you hear the Don, you think like that top figure, that person that's a boss or somebody that's highly respected. And that's how I term it as in my brand. So yeah.
And I've noticed like a lot of your content, you're you're a one man band as far as creating and things like that, as far as getting things together like that. So as far as talk to us about your creative process, how you come up with, your promo, how you come up with what you want to drop next and things like that.
I really just go with like the flow, the vibe, and like what I'm feeling. I usually go like when I touching on like what I want to drop. I usually go by seasons. But I talk to my sister a lot. She actually helps me with my brand a lot. And yeah, I always tell her I'm gonna just start dropping stuff. Like I'm not even gonna worry about the seasons. I'm gonna just drop stuff because I work a lot, I have a lot of ideas, and feeding off of that. When it comes into creating, I don't really like it'll be some days when there's nothing on my brain. I don't really do no work because I don't want to force it. I mean, it's kind of a curse, but it's a good thing at the same time because you don't want to rush your work. You don't want to force your work because that's not your best work. So once you get all those ideas and you know what I'm saying, you crumble it up, you kind of make something out of it. That's when I put it on like on the platform and I do my designs. But yeah, when it comes to like promoting and just advertising and stuff like that, I do it just all by video. I do it organically. I did ads. I did ads one time, but it didn't really do anything for me. So I was really just in a state where like, all right, now I'm gonna focus on just strictly organic interactions. Showing people how the pieces look, showing the quality, how to put it together, just different stuff like that, and just putting my emotions in like different pieces. Not really pieces, yeah, pieces, and like just how I'm showing it too, because like a lot of the times I'll make I don't know if you've seen, but on my page I have a lot of videos that shows like it'll show the release date and it'll show like the different products that I'm trying to sell. And all of it, a lot of it means a lot to me because like it just feeds a lot into it. I don't really want to get into everything, but like just like the music behind it, um, just everything, bro. You have to show. I'll show you. But
Yeah,
just the
nah,
videos.
yeah, bro. I get it, man. I definitely get it.
Yeah.
So talk about the ups and downs of of being a business owner.
Really just getting people to see your work. It's kind of I'll be honest, it's discouraging sometimes when a lot of when you know your stuff, you have good stuff, but a lot of people don't see it, a lot of people um kind of discredit your work. They don't really come across it as much as you expect people to. And family and friends too. You would think that your family and friends would always support you, but that's not the case. I broke out of that really early, like when I first started, because obviously when you start something, you think, oh yeah, offer it, family and friends. I'm gonna sell out. I'm gonna do this. Really, strangers will make you, you know what I'm saying, the ones that'll really take you to that next level and help you sell out on your items or whatever you're selling. So they show crazy support. But yeah, I say that really is just that's really the up and downs on it. And just being consistent too. Being consistent is hard, very hard. But once you actually lock in and you actually just like know what you want to where you want to take your brand or whatever you're doing in life, that that state of mind would take you to the next level. So, and I think that's where I'm at too, for sure, for sure.
As just shoot, man, brand owner, man. Like, yeah, it's a reality check for real.
Yeah,
Especially
sure.
you first started, you think like friends are put on for you, family put on for you, man. But most of the time, or majority of the time, they come along at the end or come along at the middle where they actually see and things like that. So yeah, man, I definitely agree with that. I'm gonna keep it right there though, but but
Yeah.
um. So you talked about early on as far as like how we talked about world building and things like that.
Mhm.
As far as your audience, I want to go more in depth about finding your audience, and then once you do, talk about catering to that audience. So like what I mean about it is like, um, that 90% who are just like, you know, swipe past, but that's faithful, that faithful 10% who you cater to like the entire time and you make it.
Yeah. Well, I say I definitely have that audience where like whatever I release, they're gonna show love. Even if they don't even if they don't buy anything, it's like it's just a case like the fact that like they actually interact with it, they share it. Cause even with a share, bro, I'm cool with it. Like that could introduce me to my next customer. So I definitely have a solid base where I have like supporters who love what I'm doing, and it's people who I don't even know, which is crazy. Like it's a great feeling to see that from different areas. It's a great feeling. Um, but to cater to them, shoot, just dropping more fire pieces. I don't really. That's really just my state of mind on that. Like just dropping pieces and just presenting it the right way and having the right message to it, and just I'm a down to earth dude, and just being able to make people feel good when they put my pieces on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's really it.
One thing though, as I've been a follower of your brand for a while now. So one thing I do appreciate is kind of like definitely the detail in your product,
Yeah,
as far as like down to like the seams of the pants, how everyone has like a different type of it's like I say if it's a certain color is white and black, or is I think I think
I get
like
what you're saying. I think
yeah,
I know what you're about to say.
so definitely like just those little pieces as far as that, definitely those detailed pieces, because a lot of times when you're coming up or when someone's coming up, it's like, you know, they doing the best that they can with what they have, and they're not able to grow or able to expound on what they really want to do until like years later. So like
Yeah,
early on, I think like what I appreciate about you is that you actually like, you know, actually putting that best foot forward, even though, you know, things are maybe slow, things may be not on the up and up all the time. You still make sure that quality and detail is there. So when you do go elsewhere or people see your stuff, it's like, they don't really have to question because you can see it off first look.
yeah. No, I appreciate that, man. It's crazy. Speaking of that, like just dropping quality pieces. This the start of this year actually didn't go how I wanted it to go, because it started January came around. I was sampling some pieces, and when I tell you like none of the pieces came out how I wanted them to. And I could have been that dude to like, make that order. Even though it's a shitty product, I could have ordered it. I could have ordered it and like, released it. But it's like at the end of the day, if I do that, it's kind of like, what am I getting out of it? You feel me? So say people who buy it, it's like they'll get it. You can tell when a product is shitty. Then it runs back to me. It's like, okay, cristiadon, he's dropping these shitty pieces, you know what I'm saying? Like they might not come back, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a tough thing too to deal with. Like when you have an idea in mind, and you've been doing it for so long, like you're trying to get the right material, whatever it is that went wrong, and it just doesn't come out right. So it's like you can't drop it because it's like, it's just too. It's not a good thing. It's not a good look on your brand when you do that. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with the beginning of this year. But
So I wanna take it back a couple months, like last year or so, maybe a year before that. You had I had seen on Instagram you had took a trip to Atlanta for one of the pop-up shops.
yeah.
Talk about that experience.
Well, actually, I actually lived in Atlanta for a year. Yeah, at that point, I think I lived in Atlanta. I had just moved back to Fort Lauderdale. So, yeah, when I was there, I went to a few pop up shops, and I think pop up shops are important because you actually get to interact with people, meet other brand owners, and just it's kind of like just a different atmosphere when you're around like other brands. Cause really, like when people come in there and they shopping for real. Like they coming in there for clothes, they coming in there for whatever. Like whatever you got, they coming in there for. So if you step during there, you like they gonna buy something. And just being able to talk to people like I'm born and raised in Fort Lauderdale. So going to Atlanta, just getting that different vibe and feeling was dope. I learned a lot being over there. I've seen different styles of fashion. I seen different work, met different brand owners. So it was definitely cool. But I was there for a year, and yeah, it was a great experience being there.
For someone who's just starting out and they want to get into the pop-up game and things like that, what is any tips you can give them?
Definitely you have to be willing to travel. Yeah, willing to travel and just don't get discouraged when you see other people and their work, and when you see other people gravitating towards their work more than yours. Just definitely stand head on and just being confident in your work. You know what I'm saying? And when you meet these people, when you go to these pop-up shops, be yourself. Like don't force anything. Don't just be yourself. Don't be that person that just doing it for the sales, for the money. Just be yourself. People gravitate towards you more when you're yourself, and basically just trying to find the right pop-up shop too, because you don't want to go to no bad pop-up shop and you don't get no sales. So that's really my philosophy on that.
Okay. So I definitely want to talk about, as business owners and things like that, we're always seeing like always working on our businesses, always working on different things to propel ourselves. Um, but we never really talk about that downtime. Like what are you doing on your downtime to keep your mind right?
Really just taking care of myself, really, man. Like just working out, eating right. Recently me and my sister like my best friend. Like so we went vegan. We like a month in, so that's cool. It's challenging, you know what I'm saying? When you go out, you can't eat a lot of things. So it's just like a thing where it's like you gotta keep it always on your mind. So yeah, that too, just really taking care of myself. And I'm gonna be honest, I really don't have no downtime because I feel like when it's downtime, I feel like I gotta work.
Yeah,
I gotta get myself out of that because it's cool to escape that every now and then and just do something that calms your mind. So I'm in the space where I'm trying to find that too, like trying to find what's for me to just relax and not worry about work and just have a clear mind. So I'm definitely looking for that. Like to this day, I'm still looking for that right now. So yeah. What about you though? What do you do to free your mind or like just to relax?
man, I play a little 2K,
2K, okay.
to a lot of music, and I just listen. Even though I'm away from the work, I still have the mindset of still, wanting to work, but I know like I don't want to burn myself out. So what I do is like listen to different podcasts, different creative stuff like that. So
Right.
I'm always in it, but I'm always in a way out of it as well. So I do like, step away from the computer, step away from my phone, and just go out
Yeah.
and just do stuff like that. I definitely do that. It's definitely been it's been good. I like it, but
Hmm.
I just definitely spend a lot of time with friends and family and things like that, and
Yeah.
definitely, still trying to find that balance because sometimes it's more work than it is downtime, and I get fussed
Yeah.
out. So I just definitely try to find that balance, man. But
Yeah. I like the family part. I love family. I love being around my family. So I think that would be my getaway. But just that real getaway where like you actually, just alone, you know what I'm saying? You trying to just get away from everything, like get your head right. But for sure.
definitely. So just to wrap it up, what's next for Dion for what's Christy Adon?
What's next? What's next? Better content,
Mhm.
better content, better quality, um, better experience, more more pieces, more consistency. I think I've been pretty consistent, but just being more consistent, like just on people next, man. Just dropping the next thing after the next. Traveling more. I want to go to different states and get in, like you talked about pop-up shops, meeting different people in different areas. Um, and yeah, man, getting more influencers in my pieces. And just working, man. Just working, like just working. I rather like just show. I can't really say it off the top of my head, but yeah, man. I'm gonna do a whole lot of doing though, man. For sure.
Definitely, man. We extremely excited, man. Do you have any last words for anybody that's listening?
Yeah, man. Whoever listening, like whatever you want to do, just do it, and keep doing it. Be consistent, and you're gonna have people who don't believe in you. You're gonna have people who gonna discredit you. You know what I'm saying? Just you gotta be within yourself to let yourself know that, you know, I got myself and I believe in me. Because if you don't believe in yourself, then ain't nobody gonna believe in you. So definitely just being that top figure for yourself and showing up for yourself. And as I said, like, you know, if you don't show up for yourself, ain't nobody gonna show up for you. So just definitely believe in yourself and don't worry about what people say about you. Do it because you love it, do it because you like it. And yeah, just be yourself, man. That's what I gotta say to everybody who listens.
Mogul and they know that. Logo on my flow mat. Courtside Chamberlain throwback match my Rolex. Everywhere I go flex. Valet park on some low shit. Whole lot of smoke in that Rory, that thing poke. Burning rubber. Wearing cameras, they was undercovers. Under pressure, made statements turned on their brothers. Never judge you, but the streets will never love you. I wonder what it come to in your brain for you to run to. One's the haters, handcuff us and maces. Call us dumb niggas cause our culture is contagious. Third generation South Central gangbangers that live long enough to see it change. Think it's time we make arrangements. Finally wiggle out they maces.